Well, I don't think any of us were expecting it this early, but a win in the Irish Cup final today, and we've qualified for the Europa Conference League already. And that is not all, my friends. What a final day of the season it was. We went into it with the merest slightest outside chance of grabbing second place and qualifying for the playoffs. When we went 2-0 down to Rathfriland Rangers, I thought we were completely out of the running. But in the second half, the boys managed to mount a comeback. They scored once, twice, three times. They even went 4-2 into the lead, nearly threw it away at the end, by the way. And it meant that because our closest rival's Distillery conceded an 87th minute equaliser, we managed to sneak into the playoffs. As the full-time whistle blew in our game, we cut to the post-match press conferences and the team talk, and I thought we were done. I had the table live on the screen as we were playing, and we weren't in second place as our final whistle blew. We beat Banbridge 4-1 in the game before that Rathfriland match, and we looked really, really good in that one. In the next game, we weren't quite as good, but we managed to get the job done. And now we go into a playoff against Ballina Mallard, who've just finished 11th in the division above us. So today, I'm afraid we're coming back for not one, not two, but 3 games during the final episode of Season 1 of The Quest, where we might be able to seal our first promotion. And at the beginning of this save, I would have taken that in Season 1. And then, unwittingly, we've also made our way to that Irish Cup final where we are going to play Crusaders, a side who, by the way, we have already played this season in the Irish League Cup, and we took them to extra time, and they only scored their 3rd and their 4th goals past the 120th minute. And XG-wise, we got reasonably close to them. We laid gloves on them. The other bit of news is that the board are still chasing us to sign a new contract. I don't want to commit to it yet. We lose all 3 of these games today. I don't know what that means. Maybe that means that we should perhaps move on and try and find a more reputable club that we can start developing our reputation at. Certainly, if we win that cup final, we've got to stay for an extra year and at least try and go a couple of rounds in the Conference League. This save is all about Europe, so we'd be fools to walk away from a European competition. We're not going to win the Conference League with Moyola Park, are we? No, we're not. We're not going to win the Conference League with Moyola Park. But just to step out there and hear the anthems would be a delight. But I don't think we can commit to a contract yet. Okay, for the first leg, we are going to be away from home. We're going to be playing them back-to-back over 4 days, Saturday and Tuesday. Well, the squad is picked. The team is there. Let's just go out, cross fingers, and see how we get on. I have tweaked the tactic a little, by the way. We brought a poacher in. I've not going down the flanks quite as much. I'm not stretching the width quite as much as we were. Scored us 8 goals in the previous 2 games. So we'll see whether it works today. We need a good team talk here. Leave your mark on Ballina Mallard in the first leg. Imagine if we could get a good win in the first leg. They've won 1 of their last 4, as you would expect for a club that was struggling against relegation. We're going to be in the yellow today in our away kits. I tell you what, this is probably one of the biggest crowds we've played in front of this season. Stands are pretty packed, and they've had a shot already. But here we go with our first highlight. Here's Jackie Graham, our left back. Tosses it to Kelly. The ball's gone in the box. Ambrose is 6'4". What a dream of a start. We'll praise that beginning. Oh, he's been up and down this season, Ambrose. But when you thump a ball in like that to the far post, he is good in the air, despite the fact that some of his delivery from wide positions hasn't been great this season. And we are off and at the races already. Then could we grab a second before half-time? Here's McElveen, the captain. He's been on our set plays this season. Has done a good job. And he's got the ball to Brennan. And I think that might be an own goal. Brennan's claiming it. That has clattered in off a defender. They've got to be looking anxious now, haven't they? This is a team that's not used to winning. They've been in a relegation battle all season. They know they're up against Irish Cup finalists. We're 2-0 up. We're 2-0 up. Now, let's not get greedy. Let's not get greedy, but I'd love a third. I'd love a third. We've only had 2 shots on target. Both of them have gone in. Let's throw out another little praise shout and see whether we could just chase a third before the interval. Norman Whiteside's playing, God, that just shows the standard in Northern Irish football that a man in his mid-60s can still turn out for Ballina Mallard. We're coming forward again. Here's Scotty Frame. He's wandered into a central area, given the ball to Moan. Little exchange of passes between two of the defenders and a midfielder. Now we've gone long, lost the ball. Ada Cunley's got it back though. Like Sylvester Stallone, he's gone over the top. Nothing's doing. This is a long highlight. Devine's got the ball at his feet. That's a huge clearance from Moan. Bobby Mack's looking for it. He's not got it, but here's Brennan. He's taken on a man. He's got B-Mac in the box. Oh, and it is. It is his little B-Mac. He's been injured recently, but with 3-0 up in the first leg, this is going to make losing 4-3 on aggregate even more painful, you understand. Ada Cunley slips it to Bobby Mack on that left foot. He is as lethal as any striker in Europe that plays at an amateur level, I would say. 3 shots on target, 3 goals, not even an XG of 1. This is the kind of FMing we love. Okay, cue the inevitable second half comeback from our opponents. This is going to finish 3-3, and here we go. They're at the races already, although Ada Cunley has somehow come up with the ball. Plays it back to little Jackie Graham. Kelly's in. Bobby Mack makes it 4. Bobby Mack makes it 4. What a season Kelly and Bobby Mack have had. They did drift a little bit. I'm going to say, 5 games ago, I was cursing the pair of them. But look at the link-up play here. The veteran, who, let's be fair to him, in all competitions, I think has notched 30 goals this season. That's not bad. He rolls one across the box for Bobby Mack. And we are in business. We've scored from all 4 of our shots on target. But now we've got an injury to Scotty Frame. Potential foot injury. That doesn't sound like he is going to be turning out for the second leg or for the cup final, which is difficult. The only other player we have that can play right back is Stephen Moan, who is in the twilight of his career. He doesn't look like the kind of player that's going to be a rapid fullback, although to be fair, neither is Scotty Frame, to be honest. He survives on his mental attributes. So we'll bring Volsey on. We'll move Money over to be the wing back. And look, we'll just hope that that injury to Framey is not going to keep him out of the cup final, even if it means he does miss the return leg of this playoff on Tuesday. Okay, now the time wasting goes on. Only if I click the right buttons, though. Oh, I'm clicking all the wrong buttons. We got to 85 minutes. There we go. Now it goes on. On 90, we go full. We're there. We're there. A second away. Just see it out. Just see it out, boys. 4-0 is a dream of a result. This never happens to me. I have the worst record in playoffs I think you could imagine. I'm a choker. But this time, we're doing well. I even did the team meeting before the game, and that went down well. Let's get into the second leg, which I think we're going to lose 5-0. We may have a 4-0 lead, but things are not going smoothly. Framey is out for 7 to 8 weeks. I've thrown an injection in him just to get him through the second leg. He's out of the cup final. I'm not sure exactly how best we rejig things there. Ambrose is also suspended. That's okay. We can bring in this loan signing, Tiernan McKinney. He's a pretty decent right winger. The strength obviously is a problem. But otherwise, he's quick and he can deliver. So he's going to come in. McLaughlin is on the cusp of maybe making the cup final. We won't risk him today. We'll bring McNeil onto the bench. We're going to start Framey. He might have to come off. We'll bring Vols on and we'll move Moan over to wing back. But with a 4-0 lead, I feel confident enough playing him. As confident as I ever feel in playoffs. It would not surprise me if we're 2-0 down within 10 minutes of this game. Let's forget all about the first leg and have 100% focus. There we go. Start to get more of a response from our team talks now. We're up to having very good team cohesion, which I think is helping. Stands are not quite as packed at our place as they were for the first leg, are they? Although behind one of the goals where their fans are, they've brought a huge following. Maybe we could profit from that. And we're underway. Okay, little Jackie Graham then is into Ada Cunley. This looks like a kick-off highlight. I mean, a fifth, and they're packing up and going home, aren't they? They're already booking holidays. But if they get an early one inside the first 15 minutes or so, well, they are going to have a pep in their step, and our nerves are going to be jangling. Here's the player that's come in, though, McKinney. It's got to the byline. Ada Cunley. Stop. Stop. It's 5. Oh, the Ballina Mallard fans, they're already leaving. They only got a minute of action. They're firing up the cars. They're piling back onto the buses. And what a little entrance to the right winger, McKinney. He got all the way to the byline, clipped a beautiful ball in there. Ada Cunley makes it 5. And we're going for more, you know. We're relentless at the moment. Players are looking absolutely superb. This could mean we get a promotion in our first season. Are we still going to get the reputation bump if we've done it through the playoffs rather than winning the league title? I hope so, as Elliot McKim comes up and makes it 6-0 on aggregate. This is getting tough for Ballina Mallard now. By the way, you want to see me backtrack on all of this cockiness if they now score 2 more before half-time. But this could be an epic first season of the Quest. Doc Brown has got the ball over on the right. Hang on. Rod Wallace was at the far post there. They're showing an interest. We're dominating, though. Look at that. 8 shots, 4 on target. A really healthy XG. We've restricted them to no shots on target so far. Boys are playing really well. Kelly's playing well. Bobby Mack's getting his fitness back. The only problems we have going into this cup final is Scotty Frame being out. That is going to weaken us at the back. Hold on. Hold on. This is over, isn't it? At 6-1. This is over. So Kane feeds Wallace. He's up against an injected Scotty Frame. He's probably not going to be thrilled that we've given him injection when he's an amateur player. All right, let's just get into half-time at 2-1 then, shall we? In terms of shouts, I've got no idea what to do. Are we 2-1 up on the night? Are we 6-1 up on aggregate? No idea what the players have got in their heads. Let's just give it a strong team talk. Is there one that can says, look, this is not over yet? There isn't. There are don't allow complacency to creep in. Respond, boys. Look, the keeper's complacent. So's Jackie Graham. So's Sammy McElveen. You're the captain. Don't allow complacency to creep in. All right, apart from the captain, who has already lit a cigar, he's already cracked open the champers. Everybody else has got their minds on the job. They've still only had that 1 shot on target. All right, we're going to get to the hour mark, I think, still at 6-1. 70 minutes. All right, we're not going to ship 5 in 20 minutes, are we? Are we? Oh God, Doc Brown's onto it. Look at the speed of him. He's only a little one, but he can go. All right. Now I'm starting to be a little bit concerned. All right, the keeper's got it. I thought they might be about to get a second back. God, this is how fragile our team is. That at 6-1 up, at 6-2 up, I'm still nervous. Scotty Frame. What have you done here, boy? I mean, he's seeing double from all the pain-killing injections that he's on. He's giving it to Galvin. Keeper can't get anywhere near it. Okay. It's 2-2 on the night. Let's just have a little think about this. Let's throw on a little bit of time wasting. And I think we've done it. We're going to seal a promotion. We're going to get promoted in our first season of the Quest. Yeah, we've got very, very lucky, but just remember, we've got an 80 quid a week budget here. Somebody nicked our goalkeeper halfway through the season. We've had to patch the squad up with loan signings. We've made it all the way to a cup final. And I remember we had no pre-season with this team. We arrived after 5 games of the campaign had already elapsed. So to get promoted and reach a cup final, I'm pretty thrilled with. And now we go into that Crusaders game with a chance of making history. I mean, I know this is Northern Ireland as we lose on the night. Brilliant. I know this is Northern Ireland. But how many times does a team from the 3rd tier reach a cup final? And I know we had about 28 different cup competitions to play in. This is the main one. This is the Northern Irish Cup. This is going to be at the National Stadium, this game. So to be able to walk out alongside Crusaders as equals, it's not the aim of the save. We want to walk out at a European final, but I tell you what, it's a great start. This is tricky though. What do we say? I'm happy with how the tie went. We won the first leg and you went on to finish the job here, but you lost. All right, they liked that. They liked that. Okay, on to the next. Wouldn't it be great if little Bobby Mack could score the winner in a cup final at the age of 17? 26 goals in 34 starts. Or could it be the veteran? One last hurrah for the old stager. 34 years old. 33 goals in 39 games for the well-travelled striker. The script could be glorious, or we could get battered 6-0 against a team that is far superior to us. This is probably going to determine whether we move on or stay another year, I think, at Moyola Park, because now that promotion is guaranteed, I think it's going to be tough for us to compete next season. The board have announced the budgets. We're going from 80 quid a week on wages to almost 800 quid a week on wages. So we can't say that they're not backing us. If we were to go into the next season in a higher division with a higher budget and European football to play, well, I'd probably sign another 1-year deal, I think. Otherwise, well, we're just going to have to see how it goes. Shall we say the pressure is all on them? Let's go out and cause an upset. Ambrose liked it. Scotty Frame's motivated. He's as high as a kite, Scotty Frame. He doesn't know what's happening right now. Look at here. Crusaders are packed out their side of the stadium. And we've bought nobody. I don't think we've bought anybody. By the way, in the build-up to this game, it did say that Moyola Park are looking to win their first Irish Cup since the 1880s. So we have actually won it before. I didn't realise that. I didn't check out the history of this club. I just assumed that we were a small 3rd-tier side. But, well, over 120 years ago, we have won the Irish Cup before. So at some point in history, we must have been a decent little outfit. But early on in this game, it's Crusaders that are doing all of the pressing. Look how many fans they've brought. They said there could be as many as 6,000 in for today's game in Northern Irish football. That sounds like a pretty decent attendance. And Burns gets it to Kennedy and they're into the box. We've seen them down the line. Martin sticks a toe out and just shovels it round the post. It's a nervous start for us. And they sent the ball into the box. We've got it away partially. Let's encourage them early. 3 shots for Crusaders already. Lowry gets it to O'Rourke. It's a good tackle from Ambrose, but it delays them. It doesn't win the ball back. Ambrose has tracked his man. Kennedy gets it to Forsyth. They've got down the sides of us again. Burns now. O'Rourke. Oh, they're just kind of picking their moments. And it's a tragic start to us. Billy Kennedy of Neighbours fame curls it into the corner of the net. They were just probing, just waiting for the right opportunity. Ed Winchester to Lowry to Billy Kennedy. Martin's at full stretch. He can't even get a tip of a glove on it. They're coming at us again now. Forsyth down the right. They're looking pretty rampant, you know, and it's 2-0, right. Let's start thinking about our future then, because European football's not happening. If we lose this game, I don't think we qualify for the Conference League because Crusaders didn't finish high enough in the league to grab one of the European spots. So we'd have to win to qualify for Europe. We're 2-0 down within 20 minutes. I don't think this one's happening, is it? 3 shots to 1 plays 4 shots to 1, but 2 of theirs have gone in, and Kennedy is looking in the mood today. But you never know, a goal back before half-time and the complexion changes. Here's McElveen, here's Kelly, the old-timer, he's got one back. Bobby Max teed him up. Stand down, everybody, stand down, we're back on. That was a good little bit of play. McKim, the centre-half, gives it to the captain, McElveen, sends a beautiful ball through to Bobby Mack. He's turned it round a corner. Kelly uses all 34 years of his experience just to tip it past the keeper. He's not put too much on it. Just guided it past the keeper. I lie, actually. He put everything on it. He's absolutely taken the net off. We're behind on the scoreboard, ahead in the XG. 36 minutes. Let's encourage them again. Brennan's playing poorly. Could we get a second? Oh, I've got greedy. Could we get a second before half-time? Who am I kidding? Billy Kennedy in. Martin drops it. Who stole that goalkeeper halfway through the season? Martin's dropped one in the cup final. He's dropped it right to Lecky. Billy Kennedy's a class act. Look at that ball in. That's all there for the keeper. He has just volleyballed it back onto Lecky's head. And we're back to being 2 goals behind again. 3-1 down at the interval. The XGs are almost identical. We go in at halftime ahead on the XG. It's difficult to know what to say because they are up against superior opposition. Let's give him a go. McElveen. Looked like he'd nodded off on the ball there, but no, he sprung back to life. Gives it to Volsey. Here's Moan. So uncomfortable at right wing back. But the ball's with McElveen. And Adekunle got his back to goal. Gives possession away to Billy Kennedy. Okay. Not 4-1. I don't think we deserve 4-1. Heatley. Kennedy. We got it back again. Hit Bobby Mack. Oh, they've just given it. Oh. Words. Oh, you've just got yourself sent off, haven't you? Of course you have. Jake Morrow. Oh, I've only just brought him on. What did he last? About 8 minutes of the cup final. Now he's got himself sent off. It's a long road back from here. The dream is falling apart. Let's focus on the positives. We've got Myola Park promoted. This feels a bit of a crushing defeat now, but we got Myola Park promoted. Llama brings the ball forward. Lowry. Billy Kennedy's pulling all the strings. We're diving in. Oh, they can even afford to waste those chances, and they are still looking likely. I mean, look at the XGs. It's not a 3-1 game. I don't think there's an awful lot that we can do to try and grab ourselves at a second goal now. They're coming forward again. Forsyth to Burns to Lowry. I don't care what the match stats say. It's all Crusaders. O'Rourke. We giving away a penalty? We have. Oh, our afternoon cannot get any worse, can it? Lecky sends Martin the wrong way. We're 4-1 down. Just let us off the pitch now, ref. We're done. We're done. I mean, we're all looking for Framey's pain medication at this point. Graham's on a 6.4. McKim's on a 6.4. We're giving the ball away on the edge of their box. We can't get the tackles in. It's Kennedy again. Oh, hang on. He's just given up on it. We can't even clear it to the halfway line, though. Okay. O'Rourke. Kennedy. Oh, Lecky. I think that's Lecky's hat-trick. 5-1. 5-1 in the cup final. And all of those pundits that said a third-tier side have got no business being in a cup final, they were right. We've embarrassed ourselves. McKim tries to get the ball out of play. It doesn't go far enough. Forsyth into Lecky. We've capitulated. And we're going to go and have to watch our rivals climb the steps and lift the trophy that we were hoping to win. This is a club that finished 5th in the top division. against a club who are in the 3rd tier. But still, oh, it hurts. It hurts. And so now we're going to have to decide what we're going to do next. We've not signed that new contract. We are free to walk away. We're a 1-star reputation boss. We've got another coaching badge that's paid for, and we're in the midst of completing. We could go and try and chance our arm in another league at another club. So we've now got to go and do some thinking. By the time we come back for our next episode, you never know. We could be settling into life with a new 1-year contract at Myola Park. Maybe because we've decided to show a little bit of loyalty. Maybe because no other good jobs are out there. Or maybe we might be showing you pastures new.